Yeah, I'm sorry. Welcome to Giants Tartary, everybody. Hope everybody is well and safe and doing good tonight. I think I made it. I figured I'd go out tonight, make a little bit of meaning to my life. Dealing with a lot of situations. I'm not on here asking for help no more. I'm sorry, guys, for all that. Everybody that's helped me. I'm gonna do my best to get them back tenfold. That's the only way you do it in this world is do things that you're supposed to do and do it right, guys. And that's what I'm gonna do. And it kind of hurt my pride, anyways, asking anybody for help. And I'm sorry, guys. Thank you guys for the support. You helped feed my family. You helped keep my house and.
I'm not gonna shut that off.
I thank you guys for that. I know if I ask the Lord, He will provide. So I've been on my knees. They're pretty dirty because I've been praying so hard, trying to make something happen, trying to make something occur, trying to make this a better life, not just for me, but for everybody involved. Period. Uh, it's hard to do, but I tried to make the best of a bad situation, I guess you guys can say. It's really this whole COVID-19 thing. It's really it's a dirty situation, guys, because it's not what everybody feels it is. I believe they're taking another motive around it, but that's just my opinion. I went on a little journey today, and I found something that was quite interesting. I think I finally unearthed what I've been looking for all this time. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it went about. I made a video of it, and I took it off of the. I took it off the YouTube because I didn't want it to show exactly my whereabouts. I did find this. It was real far down. It's a real old piece of pottery. But I'm not going to say what I found exactly. If you're really interested, I guess you guys will stay tuned tomorrow and you guys will find it out. I'm going to have to take a different approach tonight or tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, human, what's up? It's good to see you, girl. Mrs. Naomi, Mama Naomi, thank you for the help. I appreciate it. I got my kids some hot dogs and some ramen noodles and some stuff, and they very much appreciated it. And I had to get a holiday ham too because it was kind of one of my mom's things. It was a traditional thing, so I figured since you're kind of like a mama to me, I figured, what I'm saying, I would do something my mom would do. But it was all for good. It was all for good use, and thank you. I know you would, and you know what? You did more than what I expected. All I expected was a prayer, and all I expected was you to be here, and you always here. You always make sure you stay tight, and you stay and you give me the advice that I need sometimes in the direction that I need to roll. And I appreciate that. sometimes that's all we need, guys, is just a little bit of direction, man. A little bit of advice, kind words, kind gestures, comments. It's not hard to give a compliment out and tell somebody how good they are and how nice they are, how special they are, how loyal they are. And, or just look at something that they do they're really good at, and give them a compliment, show them some love, um, whatever you do. I agree with you, Eamon. Good things have to come. We've been through enough, guys. Everybody's been scared, and it's kind of crazy, Now we're gonna go through this. I believe in that. That's absolutely. How much am I worth? Well, I'm worth whatever God decides, I guess. I did stumble across something that was pretty exciting tonight. I went on a little adventure, and I went somewhere that it's always struck my curiosity since I was a kid. I always liked to go dance, go digging and playing in the creek beds and stuff like that when I was a kid, looking for crawdads and stuff like that, digging up minnows and tadpoles and playing with that stuff, So that's what I try to do, whenever I was a kid. We didn't have all these video games and all this stuff to keep us indoors like they do these kids. I think it's because they don't want us out there, scratching up things that they want to keep dig, I guess. And, kids are very adventurous. And so they program them into staying at home on these video games so they can't go out and explore and find things that are questioning their minds, like things that don't make sense that they're not even mentioned in school. I try to keep my kids safe and away from the facts of the truth because I hate knowing most of the things that I do. It's kind of scary knowing most of the things that I do.
They're not.
Huh?
They're not.
Oh, here. You want to say hi, Haley? My girl wants to say hi. And Human, she would like to tell you thank you, Miss Naomi. Mama Naomi, tell Miss Naomi, you look very pretty tonight. You look beautiful as always.
Hi, everyone.
This is my Haley, and this is my life. We've been going through this situation together, but we stay strong and we love each other. God keeps us together. God keeps everything solid, and we do everything we can, I'm saying, to make sure we're safe. I make sure she's well. I would never misguide her, and I would never misdirect her. I take good care of her. And I think that's our main arguments anymore is, seems like it's the suffering of everything that we are putting up with every day. I think that's what our most arguments are about anymore. Tomorrow, I'm gonna get on my father's Wi-Fi because unfortunately at 12 o'clock they're gonna turn my phone off. Which, I done talked to a friend, and if I needed it, I would have already had it. So, I'm not gonna ask anybody for anything because you know what? If I needed it, I would have it because that's the way the Lord that's the way the Lord set it up. He's going to provide for me one way or another. So I guess I do not need a telephone. My dad lives a half a block, well, about a block down the road. I do believe he has Wi-Fi down there, so I might be able to go down there and get some Wi-Fi off of him to upload some videos, because I'm still, especially after what I found tonight. Human, did you see? I went to one of my old places, my old hangouts whenever I was a kid. Old creek beds. I took the video off of my stuff because I didn't really want it to be involved where somebody would come across what I just dug up. So I deleted that until I can go tomorrow and get the rest, because it seemed, for some reason, I had like 16% battery life on my phone, and it just died on me. I mean, it just completely died. Never did that before. I don't know if it's kind of strange to me. But I'm not going to second guess. Maybe it was just the way my phone's set up. I have no idea. Maybe whenever you get down to 15% or something and you're in a recorder, it just automatically shuts off. I'm not going to say that that's anything that happened. But I'm going there tomorrow, and I was thinking about actually going down there here in a little while, maybe tonight. And I think I found, I'm not for sure, but I think I found human remains. I think I stumbled across a giant foot anyways. But what was weird, the bone kind of seemed like it was stone. And I pulled the tip off it out, and it looked like it was like black in the inside. But I thought it was metal too. But I don't know. I just can't wait to show you guys. But I'm gonna go see if I can find some more of this tomorrow as well. This was probably about 3 feet under. And where I'm going tomorrow, where I found that, it's kind of strange because you can see where the roots, where the trees are coming up out of the ground. And the roots are pushing up all of these old stones. And you can see the brick that's underneath of the tree still, that there's a building underneath there that is pushing up. Or parts of a building, I guess you could say that it's pushing up. You could tell that it's an old, ancient structure by far. I mean, it's got plenty of tall tale signs, guys. And I found like this. I saw this big green rock. I didn't touch it. I wanted to put some gloves on before I go back out there and get my work shoes on so I can get down in the dirt and really get dirty. But there was like a lid, this real flat lid, and then there was like this foot coming out of it. Kind of looked like a coffin. It was in the side of a creek bed. So it just really struck my curiosity, guys. I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to go there, tape it, and show you guys, because a lot of the world ain't going to believe a lot of things that a lot of people say, because that's just it, I'm on the line here, guys. I don't know what to do. The mayor set out a bulletin in our newspaper here stating if you did not have a job here in this town at the time of the outbreak, no need to apply because no new jobs are being accepted in this county, which is kind of crazy, you know. I guess those people that are working, if they walk out, I guess them corporations are going to be in a little bit of a trouble. But, you know, I don't know. I've been praying so hard, guys. I really hope this all turns around really soon, guys, because it's really hard. A really good friend of mine helped me out, sent me an Easter blessing. You know you are, Ma. But I bought some milk with that and some cereal, a big old pack of cereal. Watched my kid this morning. They had ramen noodles for the past 2 weeks. And I watched them little suckers eat that cereal this morning. My boy probably ate about 3 bowls. I didn't know what to think, you know. I couldn't tell him to stop because, you know, we got a ration or stuff. It's been so long since I sit there and let them, you know, they got to enjoy a nice meal, and get full, you know. And I know they was getting tired of ramen noodles, so I just let it go and let them have it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to complain, you know. When it's gone, but it's good to watch them enjoy. You know, I do what I can to try to be a positive, put positive insight. And a lot of things have been on my mind, and it's really struck my curiosity, and it's really got me thinking, guys. And I don't know if you guys agree with me, but it's kind of like I guess an opinion more, because I can't place the facts. But, you know, like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy and all these make-believe characters, I believe, are a big part of the narrative. I think they're a starting part of the narrative because they went with the story and they watched how long that kid believed in that. And usually the kids believed it until they was about 7 or 8. And it seems like after they was 7 or 8, they was starting to create their own, you know, they was starting to realize and decipher the truth from the non-truth. So I think that's kind of how the reset started. Was they started these these fake narratives and stuff, guys, and want to see how far they could push them and how long the people would believe them, you know, from a kid. And then that's why they had a lot of these asylums back here, these insane asylums and stuff like that, I believe, guys, because anybody who questioned the narrative or knew better than what they was saying, well, they had to be taken care of. So that's why I believe that electroshock therapy came in, because it was erasing their minds from what they already knew. So, you know, things didn't get crossed. So their stories wasn't, you know, and, you know, they brought the phones alive, and you couldn't just call somebody. You had to have it put through. And if you pay attention, since the operator's on the phone with you, they should have only had one cord, which they're already on the phone with you. They should only have one cord to plug in, and that's to whoever you're getting ready to talk to. But if you pay attention to the old videos, there's always 2 cords that they plug in, one here and one here. They're plugging one into where you're going and plugging it into the one where you're being listened to, so they can learn your your emotions, your beliefs, and what's going on in the world, so they could use it against you, pretty much. And that's how they've been learning this for a long time, guys. And how they've been learning this is we've been telling them, and by us telling them, you know, they've been using it against us, guys, and we've allowed this to happen because I guess they just brainwashed us so good, guys, we didn't know any better. Oh, absolutely, God wins. There ain't no doubt about it. I mean, you can't get no energy from a negative charge. It's impossible. Your TV ain't gonna work. Your phone ain't gonna charge. Your lights ain't gonna work because negative energy don't bring nothing good. Okay? So you gotta have positive energy to bring something good. Make that fan work so to cool you off during the summertime. It's gotta have positive energy. If it's not connected to that positive energy, well, guess what? You're not gonna get cool. So you're gonna be miserable. And there's negative right there, guys. So what I'm trying to say, it's kind of a metaphor. I'm trying to say that I do not speak in tongues. I've never been baptized in the fire. Uh, no, not at all. I know all about the gifts of the Holy Spirit. I mean, I know that the Lord, if He was going to sacrifice something that was so dear to Him, such as a son, and I think that's a metaphor as well. I think it goes a long way. But He sacrificed Himself for all of us, which means, you know, He thought our life. I mean, I would never mislead anybody, and I would never put anybody in the ring of fire. I believe in God all the way, 100%. I believe in the Lord. I believe that there's only positive energy in this world that can conquer all of this negativity. Three baptisms. I have been baptized one time whenever I was a young child. Uh, Whenever I was going to Sunday school, I believe I was baptized. I have lived my life to the righteous. I try to look out for each and every one. I try to stay in a positive mind. It's kind of hard though, you know, whenever you got so much negative weight that's pulling you down, you know. It's hard to stay really positive, guys. But at the same time, you know what? If you don't stay positive, then you're letting that negativity and you're letting the devil overconquer and win you. And you don't want that to happen. Hey, human, you know what? It's sad to say, but I 100% agree with you. I've been to multiple churches, and it seems like they don't teach out the book anymore, that's for sure. So, and it's so sad, you know. They say the money is the root of all evil, which it is, you know what I'm saying? It holds us back, and it makes us do things that we wouldn't do, you know, and it's sad. But they always are putting together, you know, yeah, exactly. We're having church right now, guys. If you got three or more in a group, it says it in the Bible. You are in church, guys. If you are speaking of the Lord, you're in church. You don't need no. You are the temple. It says that in the Bible. I read the Bible. I read it from the front to the back to the back to the front, from the center to the end to the center to the beginning, guys. You know what? It says in there, and it's so hard to sometimes follow the Bible. There's a lot of true, honest words in there, but there's a lot of decipher, because if you think about it, everything in the Bible has been re-advised. Not only has it been re-advised, but it's been interpreted. So you gotta hope that that person interpreted everything properly. I give my faith and trust in the Lord. We are too complex of beings. Our feelings, our moods, everything reflects the fact that there's got to be something greater. Because if there wasn't, we wouldn't feel love. Love is a feeling that, if you know true love, I tell you what, it is wonderful. I know true love. I know how to love. And I'm not very cold at it. I'm very good at it. I'm very physical, and I'm very emotional. And it's be said that if you're a man, you're not supposed to be emotional. You're supposed to be strong. But you know what, guys? I'm not a coward, and I don't hide. So if I have a feeling, I let it be expressed, because that's the way the Lord wants it. Because if He didn't, we wouldn't have these feelings to be able to express. God invested these expressions for us. So that's the way I feel about it. And that's the only way I can feel about it. So, He's just I think God is love. That's all He is love. He's this wonderful, awesome feeling that we have inside of us. So we have it all in our hearts. And, it's love. All there is to it. Positive. You can't get no negative feelings out of love, I tell you what. Because love is the most positive feeling you can ever have in this world. It is a wonderful to see your babies for the first time when they're born, and to experience and witness that life, and know that it's part of you. If you have a true heart, a true godly heart, that is a life changer, guys. Because it opens up doors in your mind to realize that there is nothing in this world that you would not do for that little bitty thing that you got in your arms right there. I mean, there is nothing you wouldn't do, nothing you wouldn't sacrifice. And that's how God feels about each and every one of us. We're His babies, guys. We need to realize that. And we got all this evil and all this negative out here that's trying to draw us into a different place. So we can't feel this love. We can't feel that positive vibe. We can't get this inspiration of knowing that everything's going to be all right, because everybody's pushing us in the wrong direction. And we need to go in the right direction, guys. There's only one direction to take these days, guys, and that's the right way, man. Because all these other people out here are taking the wrong road. They're becoming cold, selfish, heartless. There's no kindness. Everybody's got their nose set up, and everybody thinks they're better than one another, when we're all creatively equal. Each one of us was born, well, not each one of us, but we was all born with a soul, that's for sure. Because if you didn't have a soul, you would never made it. You never made it out of that hospital. Because I don't think God would let any soulless people. And I'm not trying to condemn any of these people that are hurt. And some of these people that are mean, some of these people that are hateful, it's not always their fault. Some of them have been misled. A lot of them have been manipulated. Or some of them never been taught love. And I feel sorry for those. And it says in the Bible, for those who do not know, shall still make it into heaven. Because he ain't going to never take anybody that is not aware to hell because they never knew no wrong. Because they didn't know what was right. So how could they decipher right from wrong when they didn't know either way? So there is certain people out there that torment, aggravate, try to get you to turn against yourself in a wrong way. And thank you so much. That's kind of the kindest thing I think I've ever had anybody ever tell me. Yeah, we need to get them out here in March. We need to put on all of our armor, and we need to show these guys, guess what? We're not taking no for an answer no more. We're not putting that. Have you ever noticed that negative starts with an N and no starts with an N? And those are two negative things. We don't need to take no for an answer no more. We need to start standing up for ourselves and letting the Lord know who reigns this house. He does. This is his house. He's the king. He's the ruler. He's the one we should be blessing and thanking for everything that we have here, God. I bless it. I praise him for the little children that I have here, man. I bless him for my woman that I have. I bless him for my home that I have. I bless him for the food that I have. I bless him for you guys that I have on here that listen to me and believe in the same thing that I do. Because there's only one way to believe, guys, and that's to the Lord. And you guys know that. I don't have to tell you, because if I did, you guys wouldn't be here, right? If you guys didn't go on my I wouldn't want you guys on my channel anyways if you was negative, unpositive, unruly people, because I don't need any more twists and turns in my life. I'm trying to take that right path. Okay. My grandma taught me a way where she made me understand something. She made 3 of us kids all squiggle a line. Can you make a squiggly line? So we all 3 of us made a squiggly line. And then she asked us all to make one straight line. We all made one straight line. And they wasn't all straight, because, but what I'm trying to say is those 3 straight lines looked pretty much the same. All 3 of those squiggly lines were different. And what's it saying? There's only one right path to take, guys. And it's the straight and narrow, man. Just go straight with it. Go with the love. Go with the positive. Go with the help. Go out there and try to give yourself to somebody that needs it for the day, guys. It doesn't matter if it's just helping them, load their car full of groceries, If you see somebody out there raking their leaves, see if they got an extra extra raking, pitch in, help. That's where love comes in, guys. And that's how love is made. Love is made by making love, guys. And making love is something that we all need to do. We all need to go out here and make more of it, because they're making a lot of misery out here, and we need to turn that misery right around into a positive situation of some love, guys. I'm so distraught anymore, and I'm fighting myself every day, guys, and it's hard, man. I'm stressed, I'm depressed, I'm hurt, I'm confused. But one thing I'm not confused of, and that's for sure, that man up there deserves every respect that he's not getting. We're not giving him that respect that he deserves, guys. Wake up, man. He made you. You're gonna disrespect. You're gonna bite the hand that's been feeding you all these years. Because guess what? If he has not provided for you guys would have nothing. He gave you everything that is here, man. He created everything: the food, the water, the earth, the electric, every single thing we have. He created that. He even created our bad feelings and our negativity. You know, he created that for the fact so we could have our own will. We can have our decision to either be bad or good. It is upon ours to listen to him or not. And you know what? That's a wonderful God, you know, to allow us to have a choice. And he gave every one of us a choice. And I made the choice to love, respect, honor, tell the truth, be respectful, just be a good guy. I don't want no disrespect in my life. I don't need no more added promises or added problems, that's for sure. And I would never go out there and lead somebody into a poison polluted water hole and expect them to drink neither. I'd want them to have the righteous holy water, so it'd cleanse their soul, so it'd make them a better person. Because you know what? Every which one of us, you know, they say it takes more than one person to make a voice. It don't, guys. You just gotta scream a little louder whenever you're by yourself. That's all it is. And you know what? I'll scream to the top of my lungs until the day I die. That I know the truth, guys. I know who rules this realm. And there's only one person. And that's the Lord. And when they send us upon this mission to be confused when we are small children into these schools, you know. They even taken God out of the equation if you pay attention. You know, when I was school, we used to praise, you know, pledge allegiance to the flag every morning whenever I was in school. All the way until I think about 5th grade, they took it out for the sole fact that God was in that sentence and they wanted God out of the equation because it didn't fit everybody's narrative and everybody's belief because there were so many people. Wow. Yeah. I'm saying miracles are everywhere, guys. You know, I got some miracles. I got some real true believers out there that are open to the word of the Lord. Not only that, but to a lot of this fakery that we're put at hands with this corruption and stuff in this land. And it's a sad situation, guys, that a lot of these people buy into all these stories and all this propaganda and don't even take time to investigate, guys, and see firsthand that half of what they're telling you is not true. There's only one way to get the truth, guys, you know, and it's to be open, be faithful. And I believe the ones that believe in the Lord, the ones that are true, 100% faithful to the Lord and know love and open themselves up, are the ones that understand that there's a lot of fakery out here and we're awake. We're awake to the world, because if we wasn't awake, guys, we wouldn't understand the love of the Lord, that's for sure, man. And you know what? He woke me up. I had said a prayer one night and I said, please, Lord, I said, please let me understand this world that it just seems like such make-believe. And after that, it seemed like I started being led, guys. I started being led on an adventure. I was going places I was finding some really interesting things that I would have never went there. I don't even understand how I was directed there. I had a guide, guys. You know, there wasn't once, there was actually one set that day, to me, of footprints in that sand. Because the Lord, He carried me straight to where He was taking me. And He opened my eyes up to a lot of the stuff that they was trying to cover up and made me into some kind of, I feel, hoax that, I don't know. But it's really hard to believe in anything when you find out that everything you thought you believed was fake. It starts making you question one thing and everything. But one thing that never made me question is my faith. Because I always realized, love is one heck of an emotion. It makes you feel so good, man. It gives you such a exhilarating rush, And you are so, you feel that love. Okay, for example, I lost my mom last year in October. And she was one of the best ladies I ever met in my life, I swear. This little lady didn't touch she didn't drink, she didn't smoke, she didn't cuss. Well, yeah, she did. She cussed like a little sailor, I tell you. She sure did. She cussed like a little sailor. But I remember, man, this little sweet little woman would be dancing in the bathroom. And she loved God, let me tell you, man. She was 100% honest to God. She was an angel. There ain't no other way to say it. And I'm glad I had her in my life because she taught me love. And that's one thing in this world I'll never be able to lose is that love. Because you know what? Because I'm a strong individual. And I know what love is, guys. And there's only one way to get it, guys. Is to go to God and get it, As for that faith. Because if I didn't believe in the Lord, guys, I would really be lost right now. The Lord gives me the faith to know that, you know what, that's not the last time I saw that sweet little angel. There's going to be a day that I'll be seeing her again really soon. And I look forward to it. I don't know which way to put it, but there's another way that God has opened my eyes. He realized it. Love is wonderful. It's great. It's so great, man. Exactly, And when we finally matched that time, all this pain and despair, it builds us, guys. It sets us but a wall of foundation. And if you hold in all of this anger and all of this pain, and you let that stuff just sit and stew on your mind and burn in your brain, I tell you what, it's gonna create havoc. It's gonna create you to become cold. It's gonna create you to become unhappy person where you're gonna be led into the negative direction. So the only way to stay positive here, guys. Huh?
By talking to someone.
Exactly. Letting it out. Let it out. Don't hold it in.
Not by fighting or anger, but
yeah. And don't let anger control you guys, man. It's not going to last. If you really, honestly,
truly love and care about someone you talk.
Exactly. If you truly care and understand the truth about the Lord, you don't have to yell at somebody to get through to them. Just some kind gestures, some kind words. And that'll work, guys. Because you're going to get, if you're screaming at somebody, well, 9 times out of 10, they're going to scream back at you. it's just going to feed into the negative energy. Okay? But if you set somebody down and screaming and you're trying to talk to them in a calm, rational manner, 9 times out of 10, you're going to calm them down. You're going to slow their thoughts down, and they're going to become more in a rational matter. So you don't let that evil consume you. You got to let the love in, let the love out, and share it, guys. Share that love, share that heart, share that good feeling, share that smile, share that compliment. Share this life, guys. We need to share this life, man. Share it with one of us. Share it with all of us. And you know what? Stop being so self-consumed with everything that you worry about yourself every day and you don't worry about somebody else's problems. You know, sometimes by taking care of somebody else's problem, they took care of yours too. Does that make any sense? There's many times whenever I was out having a really crappy day, well, I'd go out and I would do something really kind. Not that I felt like it, but I felt like I needed it. So I'd go do something, you know, without any motive, without any thought, just a really kind gesture. And you know, after I was done with it, I got this feeling inside that was overwhelming. You know, it was better than any feeling that you can get. And it's the feeling of being complete. And the only way you're going to get it is by showing love. Love is a complete, awesome, wonderful feeling. It's wonderful to be in love. But it's awful to be hated. Hate is a powerful word. I don't hate nobody. I might not like what they're doing. And I might dislike what they're doing, but I'm not going to hate. Because hate is too powerful of a negativity that I cannot give into. I got too much love to hate anybody. I got such a forgiving heart. I do not hold any grudges. If somebody does me wrong, I don't be like, well, you did this to me. I could care less what they did to me. You know what? Now, I'm not going to be like, well, I'm going to do this to them because they did that to me. You know what? You're just showing them everything they just did was all right. Do one better, guys. If you see somebody and they do something wrong to you that hurts you or destroys you, well, guess what, guys? Show them that you're a better person. Love them, respect them, and give them some encouragement, you know. Give them some advice so they maybe turn the other direction so they don't go down that rocky road. You know, so maybe they can take the one that's more richly paved so they can have smoother sailings, you know. It's just too much negative that's leading this road, guys, and it's not the way it should be. It's not. I'm going to have to get off here shortly. My phone's getting turned off at midnight. I'm not worried about it, though, because God will provide. I've been on my knees today, and I've discovered a few things in this world, you know what I'm saying, that if I really needed it, I would have already had it. And He hasn't let me do without, that's for sure. I might have thought I was without, but I always realized that I never was. Because if I really needed it, the dear Lord would have had it. You're welcome. More honestly, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming and listening. And you shared it, and you made the church what it is too. And thank you for that, you know. And you're wonderful for even being on here and to even, you know what? Thank you. I know you said a prayer, and I know you're going to say a prayer, because guess what? That's what we do. We don't pray for ourselves, guys, because that's just part of the selfishness. I think God only listens when He knows you are truthful, and you give that. You don't worry about yourself, you worry about the person next door. Make sure they have a steak. Make sure they have a hot dog. Make sure they have something. And that's the only way we're going to make this world happen, guys. Only way. is you're going to pray for others. Don't pray for yourself. Don't be greedy. Give that love. And that's the only way you're going to show love is you pray and you give it and you continue to give it. Don't stop giving that love, man. Don't be mad at people for stupid things because sometimes they cannot change the way they are or they can't change because some people are just taught the wrong way, guys. We got to realize that, you know. It's not all these people. If you don't like them, just stay away from them. That's all there is to it. Just stay away from the ones that you can't stand or stay away from the ones that's trying to mislead you. I mean, it's easy to do, guys. And go towards the ones that's more positive and going to direct you into a more higher level instead of having to be feeling so down and out, you know. We all need positive thought. We all need positive drive, guys. And we all need to get together and love one another. Stop hating one another. Forgive everybody. If you got this grudge on your shoulder or a chip on your shoulder, brush it off, guys. You know what? It didn't mean very much. It's not worth the energy to worry about and stress over. Or not. You might miss something with that person you held a grudge against. You know, they might have did something just so simply ignorant. They didn't even realize what they did, but you took a grudge out of it, and now you're not speaking to them. You know, that might be your destruction right there for letting somebody out of your life that a foolish grudge took out that you should never had in the first place. The Lord didn't hold no grudges. You know, he don't hold no grudges, and he forgives all. Who gives you the right to not forgive whenever the man upstairs can? You know, he's the powerful one here. He's the leader. He's the king. He's the Messiah. So if he says forgive, guys, forgive. Let it go. Stop being a butthole. Plain and simple. You know, give somebody a hug. Give somebody a kiss. Tell somebody a joke. Make somebody smile. It's not going to cost you nothing. It'll help you out too, because while you're doing that, you might get one back in return. It's worth a chance, ain't it? And if you don't, oh well, you're still going to get that good feeling that you know that you put a good feeling out and you put a good word out and you did a good deed by changing somebody's attitude or maybe being the only one that made him smile that day. You know, so you made a change in the world just by doing that little. You just gave a little bit of energy, guys, and you could have made a big change. If that makes any sense, just a little bit of energy, guys, could make a heck of a change, man. Just go out there and give it. Go out there and show it. Love one another. Show one another. You know what I'm saying? This world ain't as cold as it can be. This world is only cold because we allow it to be. Warm it up. Show some love. You know what I'm saying? Give out a hug. You know, tell somebody you love them. Tell somebody you care. It's the only way we can do it. And I'll definitely be praying for every one of you guys tonight, because I pray for the world every night. Because if I didn't, I pray when I wake up in the morning, thank the Lord for giving me this day. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't give him the respect he deserves. And he respects everything. Because he created this feeling of love that I have, and I enjoy this feeling. It's the most wonderful feeling I think I've ever felt in my life. Of course it is. God gave it to you. Use it, guys. Well, I have something and not use it. It's kind of silly, you know? You're not going to put your love in a storage bin, are you guys? I don't believe in somebody that's out there being deceitful, lying, hurtful, disrespectful, cheating, stealing, killing. I don't believe in any of it. I think it's all just a bunch of... Why give in to so much? You know, God will provide if you need it. There ain't no reason to steal it. Because if you don't have it, then you must not have needed it, if that makes sense. And you know what? The Lord loves us so much, guys. Everybody out there panicking must not love the Lord. Because if they did, they realize, guess what? God loves us so much, He ain't going to give us something that we can't handle. He's going to only allow us to have what we can handle, guys. Think about it. Put that in your thoughts. Love you guys, man. Stay positive. I'm going to try to get a hold of a few family members, see if I can get my phone saved so I don't get turned off tonight, because I tried to run around the neighborhood a couple days ago and rake some leaves and do some things, so I could try to earn some money since we can't get a job here, to try to provide for my family. Cops stopped me and told me that if I was caught out one more time knocking on the doors, they would quarantine me because I was out risking the public. It was a health and safety violation. So, I was actually out there asking people for help if they needed any help. I figured if they helped me at the end, then they got it. But if they didn't, oh well, I was going to still get this feeling of completeness inside, because I got idle hands right now, guys, and it's bothering me. I don't like to not stay busy. I'm like God, I'm a carpenter. I like to build, and I like to do things with my hands. I like to stay busy, All of this wasted time that I have sitting in the house, it's not really wasted, because I'm enjoying the family, and I'm loving my family, and I'm spending good time with my family. But at the same time, I feel like I'm letting my family down, because I'm not providing for them in the proper way. And it's going to be hard during this situation, because I don't know how I'm going to reach across to get to people. It kind of seems like they made it where this is our lifeline right now. This is the only way we can reach out and touch somebody, is through this telephone. With all this social distancing they're doing, they don't want us in groups talking amongst each other, because they can't hear in groups when we're talking amongst each other. They want us to talk on phones, internets, situations where they can reach in and listen into the conversation, and they can know what's going on in our social group, if that makes sense. But I just wanted to get out here and tell you all to take care. My prayers are out there for you guys. They always have been. They always will be. I've always been a God-fearing man, ever since when I was a kid. I never let anything discourage me from my faith, that's for sure. Because you know what? We're too complex. There's too much to us, guys, to believe that there is not no Lord, man. For those out there who are atheists and don't believe in the Lord, I pray for their souls first every night, to get them the direction to maybe save one lost soul, guys. So, make it a point to go out and give a kind gesture. Don't push anybody in anything, because then they feel like you're forcing them into something. Just go out there and just, if people start showing kindness and love, you're showing God right there, guys. You don't even have to speak about them, because as soon as they learn love, they got God. Because if they didn't have God, they wouldn't know love, because love is God, guys. So any of you guys out there that do know how to love and know what love means and the true meaning of love, caring, devotion, you already got it, guys. You already got the faith. God already covered you. Covered you with that everlasting love and that feeling that is never going to go anywhere. You're going to always have it. It's something, love is something not even death can take away. Because if it could, I wouldn't worry about anything. But I still don't. God bless you guys. I'm going to get off here. I think I said enough. I had to get some stuff off my mind. I got a journey tomorrow. Maybe I'll discover something that's going to be historic. I don't know. It sure looked like something that needed to be dug up and filmed. So I'm going to go out there tomorrow, and I'm hopefully, maybe I'll find something that's going to make me realize that what I've been believing in is actually the truth. God bless, guys. Thank you guys for sticking by me. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Naomi, Mama, for all that you've done, little woman. You gave me the advice, the hope, and the prayers that I needed, because I know you have. I can feel it. You know, when you have God and you have faith, you can feel them blessings before they even come, guys. Thank you, guys. God bless. Sorry for asking for anything, guys. I'm not trying to be anybody's problem. I ain't trying to hurt nobody, that's for sure. God bless you guys. Stay safe. Don't panic and don't worry. Compliment somebody, love somebody, hug somebody. Let them know that they're cared about and they're loved. Show somebody some kind of affection. Show them that they're not alone in this world, guys. And just be more caring and stop the selfishness. You know, don't be selfish with each other. Pray for one another. Love one another. Because love's going to turn this world in a direction that it's just going to be so wonderful and so beautiful, guys. God bless you guys. Giants Tartary.